today we're gonna when we start our practice we're gonna be at the top of our mat, but for now we'll just close our eyes, put our hands on our knees, and then we're just gonna breathe in and out through our nose. And if you want to set an intention for yourself or for the world or for whatever you wanna try to clear your mind, just get present. Okay, and then on the I'm gonna inhale and exhale a couple of times. On the third one, I'll be oming. You can join me or not, it's up to you. That's one inhale. 2, 3. Oh. So we just put our hands on our heart, and let's actually make a lotus mudra. You know, the palms are together, and our fingers, our thumbs, and our pinkies are together. We're opening this at our heart. And let's just be open to receive any insights or gifts from the universe today, in our practice, outside of our practice. And we can close our palms, and then we'll start at the top of our mat. Okay. So we're going to start with the sun salutation A. So we're going to have our hands, we'll go slower and maybe hold it in some places, and then we'll pick it up and do faster. And you can make sure to keep on breathing, because sometimes when we're, even though I said in the past, like we do one breath per movement, we want to be sure that we're going to make sure we keep breathing and don't force ourselves to do that if it's not comfortable. So inhale your arms all the way up and stretch back, and then you float your arms all the way down, fold, and we may even repeat some movements a few times. So in this case, let's do a half lift with an inhale, and then fold down, exhale, and let's do another half lift, and exhale, fold down, and then half lift again with an inhale, and then exhale, fold down. Actually, let's roll all the way up again, arms wide, reach up with an inhale, and then exhale all the way down to fold. And let's do that again. Let's rise all the way up with a deep, deep inhale, arms wide, up overhead, stretch it back, lift up, and exhale all the way down. And then one more time, we're going to slowly rise all the way up, arms wide, look up, open wide, exhale, forward, fold. Okay. Half lift, inhale. Now we're going to step it back to plank pose. So let's just stay here for a couple of breaths. And if you remember, try to do the Ujjayi breath. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, in and out through your nose, but the focus is on the throat and really deep breathing. And let's just do knees, chest, and chin. And then we're going to do cobra this time. So inhale and look up. And then exhale your head down. And then let's inhale and look up again for cobra. Exhale your head down. And let's do one more time, but this time let's do upward dog. So shoulder blades together, inhale up, lifting your hips and legs off the ground. And then let's step it back with an exhale to downward dog. Now stretch it out, pedal your feet if you want, bend your knees, stretch out your arms. Our shoulders are away from our ears. Take nice, deep, long breaths. Okay, and instead of just putting our right foot up and then our left foot, let's walk up with straight legs until we need to bend them and get to the top of your mat in a forward fold. Half lift with an inhale. Exhale down. Arms wide, all the way up top. Look up. Exhale, hands at your heart. Let's inhale our arms all the way up. Exhale, all the way down. Half lift. Inhale. Exhale, step it back to plank pose. Knees, chest, and chin. Inhale for upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Our feet are hip width distance apart. Our index fingers are parallel to the long edge of the mat. Relax your face. Now with your right foot, step it up. Left foot up. Half lift with an inhale. Fold down, exhale. Arms wide, all the way up top. Hands at the heart. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Half lift. Step it back to plank. And if you want to do knees, chest, chin, or you can roll forward and lower down at one, all the way down, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. We're making like a V shape, so sometimes to really be in the V, you might want to bend our knees a little bit. If you feel balanced between both sides. Okay, let's step up our right foot or left foot. Half lift with an inhale. Hold down. Arms wide, all the way up top. Hands at our heart. Okay, inhale, arms up. Exhale, all the way down. Half lift. Step it back to plank pose. Knees, chest, chin, or straight back, however you want. Lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let's step up our right foot, left foot, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up, hands at our heart. And one last time for good measure. Inhale, our arms all the way up. Exhale, all the way down. Half lift, fold, step it back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let's step our right foot up, left foot up. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Arms wide all the way up top. Hands at your heart. So let's go right to doing the wide-legged forward fold. And so on the long side of your mat, your feet are parallel. And then just get yourself grounded. Make sure your feet feel good on all corners. Think about the balls of your feet, the ends, the sides, your heels. And then maybe you want to even exaggerate rolling your shoulders back. Put your arms out wide. Your fingers are wide. And then we're going to put our hands on our hips. Roll our shoulders back with a big inhale. Look up. And then let's fold over from our waist all the way down. And you can drop your hands down. And then if you want to spread your feet a little wider, it's okay. Don't overextend. Put your hands down and then kind of pull them into line with your feet. You can keep a micro bend in your knees. Notice if your face muscles are tight or if they're relaxed. Maybe you feel this in your hamstrings. Relax, let the weight of gravity pull your head down. Let's put our hands on our hips. And if your feet are spread wide where you feel a little uncomfortable with your hands on your hips, then you can heel toe them in closer together. But if you feel comfortable, then slowly roll up. If you need to make any adjustments, feel free. And let's get cozy and comfortable again. And then we're going to exaggerate again our shoulders down our back so that our shoulder blades are touching together. We're looking up to the sky or the ceiling in my case. Deep, deep inhale and then fold over from your waist. And just let gravity to pull you down, but we're leaving our hands on our hips. Maybe you can even push your fingers into the crease between your thighs. Kind of feel that so you know that you're moving from this area. That they're straight and aligned. Relax into the pose. Let gravity pull you. You might feel yourself going down a little bit further. Just slowly roll up again. And then this time we're going to do what we did last time, where I'll just turn around so we can, just for the refresher. So you can either put your hands here, straight, your fingers wide, you roll your shoulders down your back, and it's like this, or the other option is that you can clasp your hands together, so all your fingers are tight together, your two thumbs are together, placed on your lower back, and then kind of exaggerate, roll your shoulders down your back, and then pull your arms down with a deep inhale as you look up, and then exhale and fold over and lift your arms off of your back. Don't force it, it only goes a little bit, it's fine. And with each exhale, you might feel that you want to pull them up a little bit more. But do what's comfortable. Micro bend in the knees. On the next exhale, lower your hands to your back, and then slowly rise up. I'm just going to flip around. Okay, and then on this one, we're going to get grounded and stable, and then roll our shoulders back, our shoulder blades touching together, looking up with a deep inhale. And this time we're going to put our hands down. We'll take our two peace fingers and our thumbs, and we'll grab our big toe and just relax into the pose. Okay, and then we're going to slowly roll all the way back up. And then let's go to the top of our mat, and then just step it right back to downward dog. Now we're going to inhale and lift our right foot up, and then we're going to exhale our knee to our nose, and then put it right through the center. And then we're keeping all of our toes pointed forward, and we're going to inhale, and we can use our knee, and then we can lift all the way up. You can look up to the sky, shoulders away from the ears. Try to straighten your back leg as much as possible. Relax your muscles in your butt. Tuck in your tummy. Maybe even tuck in your hips a little bit. And your tailbone, tuck in your tailbone, I should say, maybe. Thumbs are pointing back. Fingers are wide. Arms along our ears. And now we're going to exhale. We're going to open to warrior two. So we're turning the back foot on an angle. Our front knee is still bent. We're looking towards our fingertips. Knee is over our ankle. And we're stretching our arms wide. Feel the energy like pulling from the center point, both directions, up and down, and then through your fingertips in both directions. Be aware of your feet on the ground. Be aware of your back foot, that all parts of it are grounded into the mat. If it's uncomfortable because of the angle, then adjust your toes or foot. Deep breath. Look towards your fingers, your front fingers. Your head should be turned towards your front fingers. Look at your middle finger. You're gonna flip your front palm and then reverse your warrior. Whoops. Lean back. And then we're going to exhale our hands down around our front foot. Turn our back left foot straight. Step it back to downward dog. We're going to do a little vinyasa here. So you can roll it forward. You can do knees, chest, chin, or roll forward and lower down. Cobra or upward dog. Your choice. Exhale, downward dog. And you can skip vinyasas when you want to. Just stay in downward dog when during that time. Okay, now we're going to lift our left foot up, and we're going to exhale, and we're going to knee to nose. So then let's take our foot right through to the center, and then get situated. And you put your hands on your knees, and then lift all the way up. Look up to the sky. Front knee is over the ankle. Back leg is straight. Thumbs towards the back wall. Notice if it feels different on this side than the other side. Now open up your arms. Turn your back foot on warrior two. And our hips are all in one line. If somebody were, imagine that we're being like between two panels. We have to go through a tiny little alleyway till we get there. Our shoulder blades are touching behind our back. Look towards your front fingertips. Feel the energy going through forward. And feel and really be aware of the force pulling backwards. So you're really feeling very stable in the middle. Okay, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior, and then exhale your hands all the way down around your front foot. Turn your back foot, step it back to downward dog. On the next exhale, roll forward, do knees, chest, chin, or go lower down. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. I'll just pause here for a moment. Now this time we're going to lift our right leg up, and then we're going to put it straight through, so we're knee to nose, and then through to the middle. But this time we'll turn the back foot on an angle, and we're going to inhale one breath up. On the next exhale, open your arms and turn for warrior two. Flip your palms, reverse your warrior, and this time we're going to go right to side angle pose. So take your forearm on your thigh, your front knee is bent. We take our left arm in front of our face and roll up, looking underneath our arm. We lower our arm. Going to turn our hips forward, our hands around our front foot, turn our back foot straight, step it back, and then roll forward to plank, or you can skip the vinyasa, lower down, inhale, cobra or upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Now we're going to lift up our left leg, and knee to nose, put it straight through the middle, turn our back foot at an angle, rise up, deep inhale, arms up. Next exhale, turn and open to warrior two. Flip your palm, reverse your warrior, and then this time we're going to put our left arm on our thigh. Maybe extend your distance if you need to a little bit. Arm in front of your face, look up underneath your arm for side angle. Try to roll the upper shoulder backwards. And lower your arm down. And then we're going to turn our body forward, arms down around our foot, step it back to downward dog. Then we're going to roll forward to plank pose, knees, chest, chin, or lower down. Inhale for cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. So you can jump, hop, skip, leap, or walk to the top of your mat, however you want to get there. Just get to the top of your mat. And then roll slowly all the way up. Woo! Let us go right into chair pose. So our feet are together, our big toes are together, actually. And then our heels are separated. So we have like a V shape in between our feet. Make sure you can lift your toes and put them down so you can feel grounded. Maybe bend your knees a little bit. And then with an exhale, squat down so your knees are together, your fingertips are touching the ground, your belly is on your thighs, and our butt is back. And we're going to inhale, our arms up, and we should be able to see our toes. Our head is facing forward. But this time today, first try to put your thumbs back as far as you can. So you can get your hands alongside your ears, tuck in your tailbone. And then today what we're going to do is we're going to put our hands together at the top, and let's bring them down to prayer. And then we're going to actually put them straight out in front of us. And then we're going to open up towards the right side. Okay, and then we'll slowly close back. And then hands at prayer, hands up, and then we're going to take our hands down, forward, and then we're going to open up to the other side. And then bring them again, forward, prayer, up, and then down. I'm just going to step back because I don't want to hit my plants again. I'm smacking my plants. So we're going to do that a few times. So it's just stay in chair, and then we're going to lift your arms up, down to prayer, out front, open up to the right, close, prayer, up, down, forward, open left, close, prayer, up and down, and you can just fold over because I don't know about you, but my legs are feeling that. Woo. Woo. So, and of course, I don't always like to do anything. Thank you, people, for your horns. So you have to do it again. So, bend your knees. Inhale your arms up. But don't worry, we're not going to stay here long. So put them together. Hands at your heart. Out front. Open to the right. Close. Heart. Up. Down. Out. Open to the left. Oh, Lord. Hands at our heart. Up. Down. And fold over. Woo! Okay, let's just slowly roll up and take a moment here. So let's just do the arm movements without being in chair pose this time. So let's raise our arms all the way up and then hands at our heart, out front, open wide to the left, to the right, together, heart, up, looking up, down, out, open to the left, close, heart, looking up, hands at our heart. Okay, now we're going to let's step into this, like as if we were going to do a wide, forward fold, but instead of having our feet parallel to the edge of the mat, you can do it two ways. You can either turn your toes out a little bit so it's on a 45-degree angle, or I like to actually tuck my heels in so I'm not too wide. So either way, however you get there, our feet are on an angle to the corners of our mat, right? So our toes should be pointing to the corner, each one. And then we're kind of squatting down a little bit. And in this case, we're going to do something a little bit similar. So, but we're going to add on something else. So our tailbone is tucked. We're in the goddess pose. Let's just raise our hands like this in the cactus arm and take a couple of breaths. Tuck in your tummy, tuck in your tailbone. Maybe find a focal point to look at. And then with an inhale, we're going to raise our arms up above our head, just like we did before. And we're going to put our hands at our heart. We're going to move them forward. And we're going to turn and open to the right. Close. Prayer. Up. And cactus. And then we're going to go up. Prayer. Forward. Open to the left. Together. Prayer. Up. And cactus. So let's take a couple more breaths in cactus. Do lion's breath. You can inhale through your nose and exhale loudly through your mouth. Now let's do that again where we're going to raise up our arms over our head, hands at our heart for prayer, extend them forward, and then we're going to open to the right, and then close, hands at our heart, above our head, cactus arms. Arms up, chest prayer, forward, open to the left, close, prayer, arms up, prayer, and release. Turn, you can just let yourself flow for a moment. So now we're going to move into, let's go to downward dog because we're going to do some lizards and pigeons and stretching and twists before we wrap it up. So downward dog, you can just step it right back. And then we're going to raise our right foot up with an inhale, and we're going to do the knee to nose. So we're going to kick it back up again with another inhale. Deep breath, and knee to nose. One more time. And now we're going to place our knee behind our right wrist. And then our left knee goes down. We can extend our leg. You can either keep your toes flexed or you can put your foot down. And then with your front calf, you can adjust it a little bit if you can to be a little bit more parallel to the front edge of the mat. If you can't, it doesn't matter because you don't want to force anything ever. So our hands are on the ground. And then, I mean, you can even lift your hands up maybe just to see what it feels like, you know, to have them off. But you can use your hands because we're bending our back. We're looking up. And we're taking a couple of breaths. And you can keep your front foot flexed. And then on the next exhale, you can lower your chest down and you can put your hands, your forearms down, or you can extend your arms all the way out and put your forehead down on the mat. Take some deep breaths. Relax your face. You can put your hands, if you want, like underneath your forehead. whatever feels comfortable for you. And then we're going to just slowly push ourselves back up, and then maybe move your knee a little bit closer with your back uh, leg, and you can flex your foot. Now, mermaid pose is actually when you reach back with the same side of your hand, but we're not doing mermaid. We're going to keep our left palm down, our left foot is up, and we're just going to do a quadricep stretch. So you just reach back to your foot gently. Don't pull too tight because we don't want to hurt our quads. It's good to stretch out our back and our quadriceps. I don't know what you call this pose except for a quadricep stretch, because the other way is mermaid, and we're not doing that. So you can release your foot and set it down. Put both hands down, and then you need to move your knee closer. We're gonna lift up our right leg. We're gonna bend our left toes. We're gonna grip down so we can push up and push our legs up, and then kind of swirl it around, make circles. And then circle the other way around. And set your foot down. And then we'll lift up our left leg. Inhale. And then knee to nose. Inhale your leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up again. And then we're going to put our knee behind our wrist or left wrist. Lower our right knee. You can let our leg get back. Maybe turn the front one a little bit. I mean, it depends. One side might be more flexible than the other. And then the back bend, we're going to keep our hands down, look up to the sky, and sink into the feeling there. And the next exhale, you can lower down. You can be forearms or your hands under your head, or you can stretch your arms out. And then push up. Maybe move your right knee a little bit closer to your butt. And then bend your foot. And again, we're not doing mermaid, we're doing just the quadricep stretch. So we're going to take our opposite hand and reach back. And like I can't reach as much on this side. So if you can't, you can just leave your hands towards it. And lower your foot down, hands in front. Again, we're going to push up with our toes of our right foot and kick our left foot back up. And I'm going to circle your leg a couple of times in one direction and then in the other direction. And then set your foot down. And then, just for fun, let's lift up our right leg and then knee through and then step up your hand. But then I want you to put it like you can heel toe it out to the edge of your mat, and both hands are going to be on the inside of your foot. So in this case, you can lower our knee. Do I need to show you more? I'll turn. I can't tell from seeing you like how you are. Okay, so you can put your foot down, and if you want, but this depends on your level of comfort. First, make sure in this pose, before you even try with changing your arms, make sure your hip is forward. Like I noticed my leg was turning out a little bit, so I want to make sure that my hip is forward and down, right? And my hip is forward. You can even put this knee out a little bit if you want. And then if you want, you can go on your forearms. But if that's uncomfortable, then keep your both hands on the mat. And we'll take a few more breaths so we can kind of relax into the pose. Sometimes it takes several breaths to relax into a pose. Now you can place your hands next to your foot again, and then we can move our knee in a little bit closer, and then we're going to step our foot back up, again, and then place it down next to our other foot. So let's do our left foot. So we're going to raise it up and inhale, and then we're going to take it, bend our knee, and put it through. And this time we can heel toe to the other side of our mat. Our hands are on the inside. You can lower down your back knee. You can bend. You can even lift up the side foot on the side of your foot if you want. You can even do that for more comfort. But if you can keep it flat, it's okay. Just you can bend your knee out a little bit. And then again, we'll take a couple of breaths here. And then if you want to try to do the forearms, you can do that. But then again, make sure too that your right hip is in line and facing downward. You can look between your thumbs. You can pretend you're a lizard. You can think about a lizard, what it might be to be a lizard. And then put your hands back next to your foot. And then you can even step your foot back a little bit if you need to. And then we're going to press our knee up. And then step it back, or left foot back, knees are right, and downward dog. And let's just do one little last vinyasa. So it's roll forward or knees, chest, chin. Lower down for cobra or upward dog. Inhale, and then exhale to downward dog. And then let's just put our knees on the ground and then relax in child's pose for a moment. Okay, and then you can sit up and then put your legs in front. And then we'll just do an inhale. Inhale, our arms up, our feet are straight out in front of us, our heels are flexed, our ankles are flexed, I mean. And then exhale, lean over, reach towards your toes. If you can't reach them, it's fine. If you can grab them wherever you are. It doesn't matter. It's not a competition. And slowly rise up and get ready for Shavasana. So lie down. Don't be so excited. Lie down. Get your back comfortable. Roll your back on the ground. Hands at your side. Palms facing up. Feet are relaxed. If you feel any tension, just tighten it and let it go. Close your eyes and relax.
Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Maybe you want to take a full body stretch and allow yourself to gently open your eyes. And when you're ready, you can turn on your side and push up and slowly sit up. Hands on your knees, hands at your heart. And I want to thank you for taking the time today to complete a practice with me. Namaste.